Hey everyone, welcome to day 13, lucky 13 of our 21-day yoga challenge, Yoga for Everybody. I'm Heather, I'm the Bent Yogi. I'm so glad you're here today. I hope that you are enjoying this challenge as much as I am. I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below, and if you're enjoying this, subscribe. For right now, let's get started. Day 13, come onto your mat and come on into your child's pose. Onto your mat, coming into your child's pose. When I come onto my mat and I come into my child's pose, I always notice how dirty my mat is, no matter when I last washed it. Right, so you might notice that too. You might notice all kinds of other seemingly uninteresting things, usually uninteresting things, when you start to bring your focus inward. And it can be challenging. It can be challenging to shift your attention from what's going on around you to what's going on within you. It can be challenging just to find a little bit of time to get on your mat. But you're doing that, right? You're here. You are finding the time, not just to get onto your mat, but to take care of yourself. Here, let's take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Take a big inhale. And a big exhale. Feel your hands, your fingers on your mat. Feel if you can soften your shoulders, soften your face and your jaw. The effort that it takes to get on your mat and to move through this practice, right? Absolutely, there's effort. But balance it out with some softness. So soften your shoulders, soften your face. Soften into where you are right here, right now. Where we are right here, right now. And together, let's take another big breath in. And a long breath out. Once more, big inhale. And a big exhale. Come on up to your tabletop, your hands and knees. Set your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. Engage your core. You can pad your knees here if that works better for you. Now extend your right arm lifted forward. Extend your left leg lifted back behind you. You can rest your left toes on your mat. If it bothers your left wrist, you can make a fist. That might work better. Let there be an even lift through your arm and your leg. And draw your low belly in and up so you can extend out. Extend out from your center. Take a big breath in. Come back to your tabletop and switch sides. Extend your left arm lifted and your right leg lifted. Let your right shoulder be over your right wrist. Lift out of your right shoulder. Extending out from your center. So much of this practice, we're coming back to our center. We're coming back into balance so that we can then extend ourselves out and still stay centered and balanced. Take a big breath in. Come back to your tabletop. A couple of cat-cows here. On your inhale, lift your gaze and your tailbone, your belly drops. And as you exhale, round your spine. You can tuck your chin in. A big breath in. Lift your heart, your gaze, your tailbone. And as you exhale, round your spine. You can add in side-to-side movement. Make some C shapes if you like. Let this feel good. And then when you're ready, come to your neutral spine. Take your hands a little more forward. Tuck your toes under. And come on into your downward facing dog. Let this feel good. Not just your cat-cows, not just your downward dog, but all of this being right here, right now. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Take another big inhale here. And as you exhale, make your way to the front of your mat. You can step, you can jump. Set your feet. Find your halfway lift. Couple of breaths here. Low belly draws in up, hands maybe on your shins, and you bend your knees so you can lengthen your spine and lift your heart. Stay grounded through your feet, soften your toes. Take a really big inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Inhale, come up to stand. Reach your hands up. Lift your heart, look up. Take a big breath in. And draw your hands to your heart. Take a full inhale. And a full exhale. Set an intention if that's something that resonates with you here. Remember, you can simply feel the intention that brings you here and feel that you are here, that we are here. Take another deep breath in and a long breath out. As you inhale, sweep your hands up, reach up, fold forward, exhale. Find your halfway lift, big breath in. Bring your hands to your mat. Step back to your high push-up with your knees lifted or lowered. Shoulders over wrists, fingers spread wide. Take a deep breath in here. Move forward and halfway down or all the way down for your low push-up. Now on your inhale, your cobra, your low cobra, your upward facing dog, a little bit of a back bend, leading with your heart. And as you exhale, back to your downward facing dog. Take a long breath in. And a long breath out. Take a big inhale, fill up. And a big exhale, empty out. One more deep breath in here. And as you exhale, make your way to the front of your mat. Set your feet together apart. Halfway lift on your inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Now chair pose, Utkatasana. Bend your knees. Sit down, sit back, lift your heart. You can reach your hands higher, work with your hands at your heart here. Shoulders soft. Notice if you shifted forward to the balls of your feet and you unintentionally start hanging out with your toes. Intentionally shift back just a little bit at a time so you stay centered, you stay grounded, you stay in balance. Take a big breath in here. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Bring your hands to your mat. Step back to your high push-up. Move forward and halfway down or all the way down, low push-up. Inhale, upward dog, a cobra or a low cobra. And as you exhale, back to your downward facing dog. Step your right foot to your right thumb, warrior one. So we're moving through our sun Bs, sun salutation B, Surya Namaskara B. Front foot is flat and straight. Front knee tracks over your front ankle. Lift up out of your hips. Reach your hands high here. Take a big inhale. Now add in your warrior two. Adjust your feet. I said this yesterday. Add in a little bit of space. Take your front foot a little more forward. Not because you have to, but because you can. Because you're playing around with this and feeling what you can do. Keep the big bend in your front knee. Spin your palms to the sky. Take your right hand high. Reverse your warrior. Reach up and go back. Left hand really light on the back leg. Left leg strong and long. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, bring your hands all the way down to your mat. Step your right foot back. High push-up. Move forward and down, low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Any variation here. Exhale, back to your downward facing dog. Now step your left foot to your left thumb, warrior one. Set your foot flat and straight. Instead of paying attention to the silly stuff like the dirt on your mat or the dishes that need to be done. I mean, that's not really silly, but don't pay attention to that. Pay attention to where you are, where you have your feet. Pay attention to your breath and what you are doing right here, right now. Take a big breath in. Now open out to your warrior two. Set your back foot so it's flat. Roll into the baby toe side of your back foot. You can let it point towards the side edge of your mat, maybe a little bit forward. Bend into your front knee. Take your front foot a little more forward. Shoulders track over hips, spin your palms to the sky. Take your left hand high, reverse your warrior. Reach up and go back. Keep the bend in your front knee so you can feel all this space in your left side body here. Take a really big breath in. Exhale, hands come down to your mat. Step your left foot back, high push-up. Move forward and down, low push-up. Inhale to your upward dog, your cobra or your low cobra. And as you exhale, back to your downward facing dog. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Come down to your tabletop, your hands and knees. Set your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. Extend your right arm forward. Extend your left leg lifted back. Now you can stay here, or you can bend your back knee, reach your right hand back to catch your left foot. Sometimes the trickiest piece is just finding your foot with your hand. If you find the foot, press it up and back. You get a little bit of a back bend here. Let your right shoulder roll back. Now if you can't catch the foot, that's okay. You can still find the back bend by lifting out of your left shoulder. Take a really big breath in. Release, arm forward, leg back. back to your tabletop. Switch sides. Left arm lifted forward, right leg lifted back. Draw your core in and up. Lift out of your right shoulder. Stay here or bend your right knee. Reach your left hand back to catch the right foot. If you catch the foot, press it up and back. Let your left shoulder roll back. Whatever variation you're in, feel that you are in this. And lift. Lift out of your right shoulder. Bring your breath in and up. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, arm forward, leg back. Back to your tabletop. A couple of cat-cows here. Inhaling. Lift your gaze, your chest, your tailbone. And as you exhale, round your spine. Again, you can add in side-to-side movement, some C-shapes, barrel rolls. And come back to a neutral spine and come back to your child's pose, where we began today. Same pose, but notice. Have things shifted and changed? I'm sure they have. Right? Every time we get on our mat, there is shift and change and growth. It's choosing to pay attention to that. I'm feeling that you are showing up. Here, let's take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. That is the end of our day 13 practice, but you can stay here in child's pose as long as you like. Maybe you come into a full shavasana for a few moments. Take your time. Take some time for you today, right? You're doing that right now, taking care of yourself. And I'm glad you are. I'm glad you're doing this with me. I'm Heather. I'm the Bent Yogi. Keep taking care of yourself so you can take care of others. And I'll see you on your mat tomorrow.